Hey y'all, it's me, Niecy Lynn. This is, what is this? Friday, December 31st. Happy New Year's Eve. This year has flown by. It has not gone as we all planned, I don't think, but that's okay. We'll be fine. But I have a lot of whips this week, or several, and then I have a finish plus, I guess is what I'm going to call that one, and some nice things to show. So let's just get going here. This week I worked on Noah's Ark by Barrick. It is available as a PDF download on her site. What am I going to use here? I'm just going to use this. I got my little boat finished. So I had to finish up a little bit of the greenery right here, and then I had to fill in my boat. So I filled in my boat this week. I think that's all I did on here. And I'm realizing that I left two little squares right here on the outside corner of the roof. Strangely. I'm not sure how I did that. I hope that's showing. But I left off, like there's three little squares on each side that somehow or other I completely left off. So go me. But I had a lot of fun working on it. It's a beautiful design. Y'all know I love me a Noah's Ark. So it has been very fun to work on. And it was good to just watch, just fill in while I had the TV on, because I already had the outline done and the inside border. So it was just fill in. So while we were trying to decompress after Christmas, I hope everybody had a great one. Ours was nice. We were all here. CJ and Juanita came in and stayed at the house a couple of days before they went back to Houston. The kids all came over Christmas morning, and we did their presents after they did Santa and everything. I guess it was about brunch time, I guess. We cooked. I always cook on Christmas. Back in the day, everybody came to us just because I cooked, and there weren't any other littles for like a long stretch except for Shatta and my three. So everybody would come here for breakfast after they did their Santa Claus, and we did that for many years. But then, as there are more kids, and kids do not, I hate to tell y'all, if y'all don't know this, kids don't want to leave their Santa Claus and come to your house. I hope that's not a shocker. Kids don't want to leave their Santa Claus and come to my house either. I tell my kids all the time, as long as I get to see y'all, I don't care when. We don't have to. I'll cook if you want to come, fine, whatever. But if it's easier for y'all to pick another day, tell me what day. Because as long as I get to see y'all, I don't care the day. For me, it doesn't have to be Christmas Day. It doesn't have to be Christmas Eve. It doesn't have to be Thanksgiving Day. I'm just not that person. That's not my thing. But kids don't want to leave their toys on Christmas morning. So they stayed at their house and played with them for a while, and then they decided what they wanted to bring over here and show us. It was hot as blue blazes. No joke. It was so hot. And so Aria brought her skateboard and her helmet. She does pretty good on that thing. Kimmy got an American Girl doll. That was what she'd wanted. Micah had two when she was a kid, and they get to play with them on special occasions because they're still kind of small for those dolls. And so she got her very own, and she wanted Kira, Lenore, and Viv. She wanted Kira, the American Girl doll from Australia. And so that's what she got, and she was super excited. I don't know if y'all saw, they revealed the new one for next year is a beautiful Asian doll, because they have an American Girl doll of the year, like every year. And it was Corinne, what was her last name? It's a beautiful Asian doll next year. So Aria will probably be old enough next year to get her very own. But they are pricey. They're nice dolls, though. They really hold up nice and stay nice. Micah played with hers for years and years. those were about the only dolls she played with. She didn't like Barbies very much. She had a Mia Hamm Barbie. That was the only Barbie she wanted, was a soccer Barbie. So that was not her, wasn't her bag. So, but they came over here and we all got to visit and play and we ate. And like I said, it was hot, so we were all outside. It's been in the 80s and the mountain cedar is through the roof. We all have the terrible allergies, and we have several friends that have COVID right now, that have some health issues, and so we're really concerned about them. So we'll just be staying in on tonight. It'll just, you know, be James and I again. We'll just stay here and hang out and be together. The kids were going to be in, the girls and Micah, I hope I'm not about to fall off the table. We're going to be in San Antonio with some of Justin's family, the Landezes, who are fabulous, and the Lyons were going to be there. And but he got his booster, and he's not sure if he was sick before then or not, so they're not going. He hasn't been feeling good. We've all, like I said, just been feeling bad, and there are no tests around here to test to see if you are positive or not. Our two friends that are really sick had to go. It's about 40 minutes from us, 45 minutes to the only place they could get a test. They had to wait several hours and got a test, but his heart is really bad. Like, he is like one hair away from the transplant list. I mean, his heart is bad. He's very fit. He's always been active, but he just has bad heart. And so he was able to get the infusion therapy. His wife, I tell y'all about her all the time, Sue, my friend Susan, Susu, is really sick, but they are out of infusion treatments right now around here. So we've just been really worried about them, really praying for them. So it really is running around here like wildfire. So we've just kind of all been staying away from each other after Christmas, just because there's no way to be sure that it's just allergies. So we'll just be here, us. I did see the girls for a few minutes day before yesterday, I guess. I dropped off some pecans and rum at Micah's for her to make a bread pudding for Justin's mama, but then they ended up deciding it just wasn't safe to go, since they couldn't be sure that it was just allergies or just his reaction to his shot. So I guess they're gonna eat the bread pudding. But she's becoming quite the baker, my Micah. She has been making bread and stuff. She made cinnamon rolls and cake pops, little cake ball things, you know, at Christmas. And her and the girls have just been really baking up storms, so that makes me happy. So I'm trying to think if there was anything else special we did. Probably not. So our video wouldn't work. The formatting was off, and so we have had to come back and redo the video, because we do the video every year. So James was able to throw the pictures up onto the TV from his phone so that we could just see the pictures go through. But he always does special effects and sounds and all this and musics, and that wasn't working. So, oh well. He's got it working now, so we'll take it over there. Daddy and Annie are in Arkansas right now. They left this morning to go to see our family out there. So I heard from them they're on the road, so I hope they're being really careful. It's kind of foggy around here still today, but it's supposed to be 27 tonight. Welcome to Texas. It's been in the 80s all week. It's supposed to be 27 tonight, so that's how you know you're here. I worked on my Lena sampler. This is Love Is Not All by A Wicked Stepmother. I got it out and got going on it. It had slipped behind another project in this little bag, and I did not, and I hadn't grabbed it and worked on it, so I started on my words. This is a sulky that I'm doing the edge in, and the rest are my Wicked Stepmother colors, except for the letter. These are cherry bark. This is cherry bark, but let me see, let me show you what I got here. The border is sulky 4007. Then I've got Cherry Bark by Gast. Then Harvest Moon by Wicked Stepmother. Blue Bayou by Wicked Stepmother. Woolly Swamp, Wicked Stepmother. Champagne Supernova. Hey Jude. And Crystal Blue Persuasion. by Wicked Stepmother. So that's what I'll be finishing this one out in. Let me see if I can twist them so you can get a look at the colors there. I'm loving it. This is nice. It's vintage rose, 32 count, I think, vintage rose. And it is a super nice piece of fabric. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. But yeah, somehow or other, I had let it slip. And I hadn't worked on it in a week or two. And so I was like, oh, but I wanted to start on my words. And then I'm going to make myself go and work on these. Because these diagonal little, there's only like 5 of them, I think. What is there? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. There's only 6 of them. But those are going to be hard for me with the diagonal stitches that are on there. I feel like y'all are really far away from me today. I don't know why. Y'all feel like that? But I'm loving working on it. It's a beautiful design. It's a beautiful house down here. And my printer cut off my edges, y'all. But Frankie and Rhonda killed it on this one. It's beautiful. And I don't know, I was sad that I had let it slip back and not been working on it. But I'm excited now that I get started on my words. I told you I was going to do this one for James, and I had never done a piece for us. And so that's what I'm going to do with this one. And it's fun, fun, fun to work on. It's easy to stitch on. Drop that guy down in there. Put it back in its bag. I found this is much better for me. If I put them right back in the bag, which I didn't on this one, shame on me. Let's do that right now. If I put it back in the bag while I'm working on it, then I don't have such a big mess at the end. The girls won't be over today, so it doesn't really matter, but I hate to have a big mess when they come in the door and then have to take the time to straighten it up while they're here waiting to do some fun things. Aria got herself a little sewing machine, was one of the things she brought over. And I gotta get James to help me work on it. It's in a little bind or something. It's not wanting to stitch real smooth, but I mean, it's a real little, like it's metal. Kimi's that Annie got her last year, year before last year, has yarn and it pushes the yarn down through the fabric like that. But this is a real little sewing machine with a little metal needle and it has metal bobbins. My real sewing machine ain't got metal bobbins with it anymore. What the heck? I may find this is the best thing sewing in the world. I don't know, it's purple, so you know she's in love with it. She got a purple skateboard and a purple sewing machine this year, so life is good. Oh, and I intended to grab, I found these little kits when I was ordering some stuff for Christmas. I've never seen anywhere else. They were on Amazon. And that you sew and make your own little doll. And I don't know if I kept the little thing. I think I kept it over there on the table, but I intended to grab it. But it was sew your own felt rabbit and fox. And they both did them and did the little clothes on them. And they had so much fun. That was what they did Christmas while we were all over here before we went outside. Everybody was still eating and kind of visiting in here. And they got sewing on their dolls. And they got them all done by themselves and stuffed them. They did a great job. So I love when I find things like that for them to do. We got a loom that we haven't set up yet and used. But it looks like it's crazy fun and all. So we've just been doing all the fun things. Okay, that was Lena. Okay, I've got, who is this? Margaret and Rolo. This is by Krista Grammer, just stitching along. Hey, Krista. It is on 28 count straw by Weeks Dye Works, which one of y'all sent me that you didn't want to use, and it is a gorgeous piece of fabric. And I'm going to, here it is, and it's a PDF on her site right now. Miss Margaret and Rolo, 1869. It is beautiful. She has where you can change the words to say Merry Christmas on here. It also has these 2 small projects. Is that showing up on there? In there also. I am, however, I was going to do this one for Annie because I told y'all Annie's name was Margaret Ann Finley Ledbetter. I think I'm going to make it say, and I think it'll fit just right, James and Ann Ledbetter instead of the name. I think I'll put Daddy and Annie in this one. Here. But it is beautiful. I pull my own colors for it, but they're very similar to what's in here, which it's DMC, so it's not specialty threads or anything. There's no specialty stitches, and I don't think any half stitches that I'm seeing, and I haven't noticed any as I've been stitching along. So this one is definitely Ada friendly. It is a beauty. I got it last year with a Christmas bag and stuff from Evertotes. Love it. And I have had so much fun stitching on it. Let's see if I can just throw this around here like this. Let's see, there we go. So we're somewhere on my alphabet. I wasn't through with this level of alphabet yet. I think I'd done through the K. So I've done my L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, maybe U. Yeah, U. And I am loving the colors. I've pulled, I think these are all my Wicked Stepmothers. Santa Baby, is that staying in the picture? Peppermint Twist, Christmas Tree, Blueberry Hill, Blue Bayou, Paper Roses, Barbie Girl, and Penny Lane. And I am loving it on the straw. It's so pretty. And Barbara's had done, Barbara's the one that told me she did hers on straw. And she did the small one. She did this guy here, if I remember when I looked on her Instagram. And it is beautiful. And it says Merry Christmas, and it has a little, what I'm gonna assume is poinsettias. And yes, Janice, I said poinsettias, so you don't have to come to me in my sleep tonight and tell me I said it wrong. Well, I always say poinsettias. And boy, if Janice heard you, she had the flower shop in Waxahachie, like the oldest flower shop. There was two old ones, Janice's and Eubanks, before Patty came in. And Janice had Janice's flower shop. And boy, howdy, if she caught you saying poinsettia, she was on you like a duck on a June bug. It's poinsettia, poinsettia. So I said it right, Janice. But I loved working on that one. It was, I just got it out and like I said, worked on the alphabet the other night. I've been in the kitchen a lot. I made spice tea mix, which my Pat used to have all the time, and Aria loves her some hot tea. And I'll drink it some, and so, you know, I'll make like a little pot of tea. But sometimes she just wants something, like we'll be ready to go somewhere and she'll say, "Shoot, can I take some hot tea?" And so I just made up some of the spice tea mix. You know, it's got tang and lemonade mix in it and spices like that. And then I found a recipe for, and both of these are in the Southern Living, one of their ultimate Christmas cookbook maybe. But anyway, it's a chai tea mix, and Sagey loves chai tea and I like chai tea. So I thought we'd try that. So I made it up, and it's really good. So both of them are really good, and they're just an instant, you know, like you just add hot waters and then just stir it up. So if you're not a huge tea drinker, or if you're the only person in your house that's a tea drinker, those, you know, kind of things work great. You can take it to work and just add the hot water or whatever. And I'm sure anybody who's watching in England probably just, or Audrey or any y'all over there in Ireland or anywhere probably just fainted since I said you just add hot water. I don't know if y'all do things like that with instant tea over there, but I make my iced tea with tea bags, but I don't know why my Aunt Pat always had this mix. I should have asked Carla why they ever started doing that. But the smell of it and everything is very distinctive, and I remember it being at my Aunt Pat's house. Nobody at my house drank hot tea. They were coffee drinkers, and nobody, I mean, it was never even at the house. They got it somewhere else. I guess Mom got it once she got to work, and Daddy, I guess, too. Now, I'm gonna take that back. I'm a liar. Sometimes we would have to take his coffee in there to him. He had been work at night because he was, you know, a sheriff deputy. And if the phone rang and it was the jailhouse trying to wake him up to get him to go back in, we'd have to take him some coffee in there and a hot wash rag for him to try to rub on his face to wake up to listen to what the dispatcher was telling him on the phone. But I hadn't thought about that in a long time, so I guess there did used to be some coffee in the house. Now that I had completely forgot about that. So I guess there was coffee in the house, but I never knew either one of them to drink hot tea. at all, and just Coke. My mama drank Dr. Pepper, and my daddy drank Coke, and except for coffee, that was probably it. So, but I use a tea bag to make my iced tea. But anyway, I thought it'd be fun to make the chai one after I'd made the other one, and it's really good. Okay, this is Jessie Watson. I am just rambling on today. This is our Hands Across the Sea. It is the Autism Awareness Sal with Barbara the Raspberry Stitcher. I have been so horrible on my social media lately about posting anything. I'm the worst. And this hair is tickling my ear, y'all. It's killing me. It was tickling my face, so I put it up. And now it's still tickling my ears because allergies make you be all itchy. But Barbara divided it all up. Now, I have worked a little bit ahead because in January, we're just supposed to have the house finished. So as you can see, this is half the house, and this we're supposed to have finished by January. And so I went ahead and was doing my whole house across. I didn't want to do my house half at a time. Now, I don't know why, but I didn't. The thought of doing it half at a time was kind of rough for me. So let's take and flip this around this way. Like I said, I hate when I don't have these on boards, but it really is much faster to do this way. So I started some more. I had just this little side, part of this side piece here. So I've come all the way across and down in here while I was working on it this week. I was watching Penny Dreadful, I think, while James was trying to fix the video. I just have one season left. I love it. James doesn't like it. It's so funny, the things he likes. Like he likes Ray Donovan, and to me that show is so brutal. I just struggle with it. In Succession, both of those are good shows, but they're so brutal mentally for me. I have a hard time watching them, but I can watch Penny Dreadful and I'm fine. There's something about the Ray Donovan and the Succession and the family members being mean and awful to each other that I can't, that just is too much for me. But Penny Dreadful, like the ghost or vampire or werewolf, that don't bother me none. But so I stitched on this while I was watching some of it while he wasn't in there, because he doesn't like to watch it very much. He says he finds it disturbing. And the things that I find disturbing, he doesn't find disturbing. So, you know, go figure. But it is beautiful. I love it. I'm loving working on it. And I'm going to be really sad when I'm done, kind of. But I'm going to figure out how to put Sally Coleman on here. And then this is her husband and all her kids here. And my grandpa. He is right there, John Alford. Right there. So he's there. I love working on this thing. I will definitely look into finding another little gem. Again, the pattern is so nice. It's so well done, and it's easy to read. And she gives you some backstory with it. And let me see. I think I can show a piece of that without showing the. I mean, any specialty stitches, she gives you like really good instructions like this. So if you're not used to doing specialty stitches, she does like drawn thread, and she gives you really good a really good instruction on how to do it. But see, she gives you a story about the piece with it. So it's like super nice. And this shows anything but the symbols. But you can see the symbols are all really clear and different and easy to read. Those are really nice. They're really nice charts, really well done. And this was my first Hands Across the Sea to stitch, and I love it. And you can also do, it offers you the option to do color or do black and white if you like. If like you can see like the black and white better. I'll show just a little bit of that. So if you have an easier time seeing the black and white, it gives you the black and white option, if that's easier for your eyes. I like the color. To me, the color ones are easier for me to see. So that's what I've used. I'm not using near as many colors as they have. I've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe about 7 Got about 7 colors in here, and my green is, I've got maybe 8. Well, the green you can't see is up there on a bob, and I've used all of what I had that was longer, but it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It's a beautiful stitch. And like I said, I will definitely do another Hands Across the Sea. Then I worked on my Welcome Winter. I'm closing in, I'm on the M, so I only really have the E left, and then the specialty stitches that have long straight stitches, I will go back and do them. Move this needle, I put it up the other day and just set it down, so I'll put this guy over here like this. I probably don't have anything long enough to show most of it on. Probably not. We'll just probably have to go like this. Is it in the screen? So there's pine needles that have long stitches. This one has some fringes that are long stitches. This one has some snowflakes. Then this, and they all have little kind of snowflakes in it. So I've got my tree as my M, and then the E has a red bird in it. This is the Welcome Winter kit from the Drawn Thread. It looks like this. And I forgot to go get the other one to tell how I attached it. Oh, good. This is it finished. Like I said, it's like $30. It's really reasonable for the fabric, the silks, the chart, everything. So it's super nice. I can't wait to get it finished. I put it on my little red toolbox over there, and we'll come to it in a minute. But one of y'all asked how I attach it. I finish it like on flat, and then I take it has 2 pieces of string and then 2 bobby pins. I'll make a note to show it next time, to grab it. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna make that note now. Show FFO, welcome, with bobby pins and string. Note to himself. Because I have foam down in there, and it just has some greenery, and then it, like, it'll have pine cones or flowers or different things down in there with the little fake candles and all that. And then I just push those bobby pins down in that foam, and they stay put. And I haven't had any trouble with it falling out or anything like that. It stays in there really good. This one is beautiful. I loved when I finished the house. The house is so pretty. And then the little snowman, it shows up better if I fold it like this. And then there is the little scarf and the pine cone. So this has been super fun, and I'm on the tree right there. And so then I'll have to do the other side of the M, and then just the E, which is the redbird cardinal, I would say. And it is gorgeous. And like I said, it comes with all your flosses here. That's upside down. And then I draw the little symbol. When I get one like this, I draw the little symbol out there, so I know what I'm looking for on when I'm looking at my chart. I don't have to go searching around to keep my key out at all times. I just need out the page that I'm stitching on of the design. So that works out very nice. And then I worked on, and I think I had just a start on it last week. I worked on the second Dear Santa. This is from Judy JBW Designs. When I showed this last time, she messaged me. She was so sweet. She said there isn't a ton of these left, but they will have it available as a PDF. So once the hard copies are gone, it will still be available as a PDF. And it's a little envelope to put your Santa letters in. You know, you can ask Santa Claus to send them back to you, and you can keep them in there. I said I wish I'd had one. I would have put my kids' pictures with Santa in it every year and had it all together. So I was just stitching right along on this thing. I'd used a different colored piece of fabric because I thought this one I would give to Keely and Bebe for catch. And it's all stitched up. I did put some little fuzzy yarn on his hat and the little ball on his hat there. And I was figuring out what fabric I was going to use and how to cut it when my first one suffered a trauma. Let me just say, don't spill hot tea on your work. Red will bleed in hot tea nearly every time. Any kind of overdyed red. So this is what happened. I was measuring it and I turned around and turned back. When I did, I knocked my hot tea over and it bled my red. Now, I took and to try to salvage the, because I don't want to toss it, but it turned some of my white stitches were pink, which I see now I missed 2 right there. How did I do that? Good grief. Still got 2 I got to stitch over, but. So this is the fuzzy thread that I used on both of the Santa Claus hats. It's fuzzy stuff, and it's got a little bit of sparkle to it. I don't know if I can get it to show up on there. It's got a little bit of sparkle, and it's fuzzy, and it says FZ26, Fuzzy Stuff FZ26 by Rainbow Gallery. That is the fuzzy thread I have that's white. So I did that on his here. And then I went back and went over this with the fuzzy stuff. And then I took, and some of my snow down here had turned pink. And I don't know if you can catch, it's a little bit sparkle and white. I use this. Is it gonna? It's Rainbow Gallery Treasure Braid TR40. TR40, and I just went on top of my other little stitches right there, and maybe it's picking up the glint a little bit. Let's see right there, somehow I missed those 2. Weird. But then I took, and I didn't have any pink dye that I thought would work, so I took some pink Kool-Aid. Yes, Kool-Aid will dye, trust me. When Keely was a baby, one of the other little kids at daycare dabbed their bottle on his head, and it had orange Kool-Aid in it, and his hair was so white he had a big splash of orange Kool-Aid on the back of his head till it grew out, and we cut it off because it just showed up like literally like neon orange. But so I took the pink Kool-Aid and just made liquid, put a little bit in a cup, made liquid, and then painted around the rest of it to kind of splotch it up. So I don't know if it's going to show up. It has pink. There you go, maybe you can see now. I spread the pink around at the bottom and up closer to the top, and you can see it changed the color because of the tea also made it more yellow because this was like super white. So, yeah, there you go. I was super sad about it, but I'm not one to chunk. What I will do is ask Micah if she wants this one or if she'd rather have one another color. If she doesn't want this one, I'll just find their Santa pictures and put it in myself if she would rather have one like this. So this week I will be FFOing both of these to get them ready for their, so they can put them up with their Christmas stuff. I'm loving that little stitch. It's fast. If you had a friend that had just had a baby or you wanted to make one of these for each of your grandkids, it is a very fast little stitch. So, so cute. Like I said, I changed my colors just because I just used what I had grabbed right there by me. But there's the second one. And try to keep an eye all the time here. James Williams is in there in the bedroom waiting for me to get done. Let's see if I can hold these like this and get them to stand up. So you can kind of see the difference in the colorways. But it's a beautiful stitch. I loved it. I love stitching both of them. I just put my little initials down here on each one and over one. And then I'll put the year charm on there. It was been just fun and fabulous, but I did have an accident. So, but it was salvageable, so yay. That made me happy that I didn't have to do anything too horribly drastic to it. I was really freaked out when that happened. Rita, I got a new nativity too. I thought I had to pull that better. Hang on, let me see if I can pull this out, y'all. I'm not knocking them all over. James's mama gave me this new tiny nativity right here. It's so cute. It's a little tiny pewter nativity, and they are all there, and they are so cute and sweet. So I'm glad you got a new nativity too. I love mine. And like I said, Judy messaged that they would do Dear Santa as a PDF, which I really appreciate. The designers, when they do that, I hate for these to sell on the secondary market for crazy amounts of money, and the designer doesn't get any of the money. That makes me sad. So I do appreciate when they do that. Everybody doesn't have the money to spend on the secondary market. And sometimes even if you had all the money in the world, you can't find them. So when they re-release these, it makes me super happy when you can get them. So thank you, Judy. Melicue. Oh, the little year charms. Let's see here. Here's the one. The little year charms here. That is 2021. And they do everything, you know, metal tarnishes. And so Mela said she was watching a Helen D video, Helen does fabulous videos, and she puts clear nail polish on them, or somebody said to put clear nail polish on them on her video, and it would keep them from turning. So if you don't want yours to turn and you want them to stay bright and shiny, put clear nail polish on there and it will keep them from turning, it says. So thank you for that. Pauline, I'm sending all the love. I hope you're doing as good as you can be. Sending all the love and prayers your way, and I hope I bring you a little bit of enjoyment today. Lori K, I love that at 90, at 90 you can say what you want, in my opinion. She said they asked her granny to pray because she was the eldest one in the room at 90, and everybody sat there for a few minutes, and then she said she forgot what she was going to say. Everybody just eat and be nice to each other. There you go. That's a pretty good prayer right there. Eat and be nice to each other. But when you're 90, I think you can say what you want. And everybody else just got to get on down the road about it. And when you're 90, people probably should listen, because you've been there, done that. Which, I picked up Mama on Christmas Eve. And she stayed here till we went to Daddy and Annie's that night when we all do our big Christmas together. And then she stayed with my sister's oldest daughter Christmas Eve night, so she'd be there when the boys did their Santa Claus in the morning. So I had her Christmas Eve, then she spent Christmas Eve night with Shadow, and then she was with my sister and her kids Christmas morning because she was there to see the boys do their Santa, and then sister took her back that afternoon, back to her place, and she was in a pretty good mood the whole time. She seemed happy and all. She did have a little dream or something afterwards. She told sister she thought that, she said, well, is your sister still mad at us? And sister was like, Mom, I don't know what you're talking about. And she said, well, because, you know, we did Christmas without her. And she said, no, Mama, you know, we did Christmas second. You were with her first, and then we were all together, and then you were with me, and then I took you back home. That's how we planned to do it. So I guess since she was with them last and she had just kind of got confused and all, and y'all, I don't know about this bun, but I'm roasting here, so I had to put my hair up. She gets confused and thinks, you know, she'll call me and she'll think that sister's mad. And so I guess that's something that frets her mind. So, but she did have a good Christmas and had a good time and felt good, and she hasn't got sick. They did let me know one of the workers at her place there was sick, and had tested positive for COVID, but hadn't been in and stayed. I think they make them stay out for 14 days or something. So, knock on wood, none of them have been ill. Daddy's judge was sick this week with the COVID, but I don't know what you do. You just do the best you can. Daylene, hello. I hope you had a Merry Christmas. I love Daylene. She is so grateful. You know, her videos, I'm sure y'all all watch them. SEW, grateful. She is so fabulous and cheery and happy all the time. And if I ever get to see her in person, I'm going to give her the biggest hug. Watch her screaming at me. And so I hope you had a Merry Christmas. She always has the sweetest things to say. Her videos are always super positive, and she shows her garden and her quilting, and she does all the beautiful things, and they've lived everywhere. She's just so fabulous and fun. So if you get a chance, if you haven't, make sure you find Daylene and watch her on So Grateful. Flossy Flamingo, she said hi from the Flossy Flamingo in Florida. It made me laugh because I didn't have to do a flamingo. Today I was supposed to have half an elephant made. Yes. Aria's other grandma, Gail, her favorite animal is the elephant. And Aria wanted us to make her an elephant for her birthday. And so they were going to go down there, but they ended up not going, so I ended up not having to make half an elephant. Because before, you know, we made the big elephant head out of cardboard. And she said I needed to make the body and she'd make the head this time. So I didn't have to make the flamingo this year, but I nearly had to make an elephant. But I got to pass on that for now. But I'm sure we'll get back to the cardboard elephant that has to get finished. Oh, and Hazel and Jackie, there were a couple of y'all that let me know that the video, I don't know what happened. Micah fixed the ads but it reverted. It changed. I don't know how that happens sometimes, but she goes in and puts the ads on there. Now, if you watch it right afterward, I don't set them like that. And so then Micah goes in there. So if there's a little gap in between, if she's on a work call or if she's doing something, it may be a little bit before she can get the ads situated. But then she situates them, so there should be like beginning, middle, end, like that. But for some reason, sometimes they go crazy and go back to having a million ads on there. And so yes, y'all, please always let me know if you see it doing that, because she went in there. I said, hey, I got, somebody messaged me and said that it was doing that. She went and looked, and sure enough, it had changed back. So if y'all let me know when it does that, I will try to make sure that it gets changed back to how it should be. I don't know how things change themselves, but they seem to. What the heck? Sherry, just please take care of that foot and don't worry about anything else. Just keep that foot propped up. She got an infection in her foot and now it's in the bone, and that's super crazy serious. So try to be careful and take care of yourself. Oh, Colleen asked about sewing the little jingle bells on. I just use this, one of y'all told me about it. This is Guterman's, and I don't know if it's gonna show up or not. It's Guterman's. Maybe it'll show better on there. Nope, yes, nope, yes, nope. There we go, maybe. Nope, nope, nope. Maybe right there. It's Guterman's Invisible Thread. I got it at the Joann's, and I just stitched them on with that invisible thread. I don't know if it's gonna focus very good. But I just like whip stitch them on right at the little corner with those. And so I grabbed these two down. This one, several of y'all let me know, this is a JBW design. I did not know that. It is called Rudolph. So cute. And then this is the Blackbird out of Winter Delivery, that little small in there I turned into a stocking. But this is also a JBW design, so it has the little, maybe it'll show up better. There you go. The little charm and the jingle bell, and I just whip stitched them on with this, and that's what I used to put the, can you see where I did? I just whip stitched the trim on with this thread too. So this thread is fabulous. I took them off this little tree. Well, I'll try to hang them back up when we're done in a minute. I won't try to do that right now. But I'll make some more little stockings to put on that little guy back there. I think he'll be my tiny stocking tree for Christmas. I do love him. So I hope that helped, Colleen. If not, if that didn't answer your question, let me know. Linda Meeks, I just had to say, which I think I've told you before, every time I see your name, it makes me think of Mary Meeks. She was such a sweet lady, and she thought my daddy hung the moon. She loved my daddy. And she was such a sweet, nice lady. And so whenever I see her name, it makes me think of Mary. So I just want to say thank you for that. And Robin, congratulations on a new grandbaby girl, number 17. Dude, that's a lot of fun. So congratulations on that. That's a crazy lot of fun. And Nanette, yes, thank you for asking about Mom. I've talked to her several days this week, and she seems to be doing fine. Like I said, she'll get confused about things and all, but other than that, health-wise, she's put some weight back on once she got here. I think because she's always at a table with people, and they bring their food to the table, and then they offer them dessert. If they have food restrictions, they keep within their food restrictions. If not, there's just like several options she can pick from every day. And I thought she might have trouble, but I think she usually just eats whatever they offer, like whatever the special that day is or whatever. But they have a menu, and she can order something else if she wants something else. But she doesn't usually, whatever they say, I think she just says, oh, that's fine. Because that's how she does when you take her out to eat. She'll say, what are you having? I'll have whatever you're having. Because she can't, those decisions just aren't, that decision-making part isn't right there where it should be. So, but thank you for asking after her. Charles, yes, I am a lazy talker. Santa Claus and tacos and Fritas and so yes, I am a lazy talker. My friend Sarah is Sari for me. I don't know, but we always said Santa Claus when I was a kid. We didn't say Santa Claus. We said Santa Claus. So I'm not sure why, but it's probably just because of lazy speech pattern if I had to guess. And Gina, yes, Kimi is James. She's Jayms. So she's has a different spelling than James Williams, and CJ is Christopher James, and my daddy is James Allen. And like I said, we have tons of James. And James Obie is a friend. James Lynn is a friend. So we have lots of Jameses. And so she is Jayms. No E. I think yours had a Jaymes, but she is Jayms. Kimi James and Ari Kyle. So they are little hot messes. Cindy, I will try to remember to grab that. I put a note in next week to show how I have the string on there. I was trying to think if I could grab something around here and kind of show. Okay, see how this is, and I'll show next week too, but see how I have this string in between the piece and the felt. That's how it is for my welcome winter, except there's two of them. There's one on either end. And then it has just a long piece of twine or whatever kind of matches that and you could also use the invisible thread if you didn't want it to be visible at all. And then I just put a little bobby pin through here and push that down in the foam in that container, if that makes any sense at all. But I will hopefully grab that next week, and that will make more sense. WW Jackie, the finishing tutorials that I started with are Vanna's, and she is the Twisted Stitcher on YouTube. She has very detailed instructions on how to do things. She goes slow, she shows you things, and she stops. So if you need to pause to get, done and then go on, she doesn't go real fast. She'll, I did a little bit of one, an easy one. There's one on my page. It's not near as good as Vanna's, but it's how I do my little flat finishes like this. This may be one of the ones I'm finishing in there. I can't remember. But there is a tutorial on my page on them, but they're not near as good as Vanna's. Priscilla and Chelsea also have one that is real good, but Vanna, let me see if I can write this on here. Write this on something so y'all can, I'll write this on here. I'll write this on the back of this, because I know it's easier to see than try to understand what I'm saying. And then I'll hold this up here and then y'all know. There you go. I'll hold it up there a second. So, but she's Vonna, and she's the Twisted Stitcher on YouTube. Her tutorials are great. She goes, like I said, she doesn't go fast. She doesn't talk too fast. And you can follow along, and then she pauses. She has nice pauses in her speech so that when she's showing you something, she'll pause, and then that gives you a second to hit the button. She's a very good teacher because that gives you a second to hit the button if you need to stop it and, you know, try to get done to where you need to be for the next thing. So I'm one of those people that when I talk, I'm just like rambling, no. But she doesn't. She has nice pauses, and so you can stop it and get caught back up and get to where you need to be for next. Holly, and I hope everything is well with Mary too. I didn't see a comment this time, so Mary, let me know how your husband's doing. Holly said she was not too far from you, but let me know how everything's going with his stem cell transplant. So I'm worried about you, so let me know if everything's okay. Thrift a little. That Shirley's popcorn is amazing. That popcorn is so good. I thought I saved one of the little packages to show again, but it all got it up. But it was fabulous, fabulous. So thank you, because that popcorn was so good. Stitching Granny of 17 says, the little thread snippets that you have on your clothes, she says that's our stitching jewelry. And she tells people not to leave it alone. That's not to take it off her. That's her stitching jewelry. And I think that's a good way to look at that. That's your stitching jewelry. You know, go and wear it with pride. Enjoy it. Okay, now I did get some Happy Meal this week. I'm gonna try to keep it in an hour, y'all. This is from, and I'm gonna hold this up. You can see this. This is Allison, and she's No Fail Nails by Allison. No Fail Nails by Allison on Facebook, and I have on these today. I had to trim my nails off some, and I put these are some of her fingernails on there, and they are so cute. They're Color Street, and she sent me some of these little ones in my Christmas card, which is adorable. So cute. So thank you, Allison. You know I love my little Color Street nails. Anne, I love these, and I probably done spilt them out in here. I get the most beautiful cards from Anne. Our Ann Seeley is so talented. She knits, she quilts, she's written quilt books, she makes these beautiful cards, so she paints, Ann does all the things. And she sent me some little 2022 charms. And I did spill some of them out in here. So she sent this little packet in here. So thank you, Ann. And I need to get her a call in to you. And to Frankie. I thought I'd call Frankie all week, and Rhonda, and I didn't get that done. And then Nanette sent me, look at these little floss cards. How cute are these? With a little goat. Y'all know I love goats. I had my little nanny goat I found. And then my papa got us some more to go with them. And we would have little baby goats every year. And they were so cute. They would slide down the slides on the swing set and everything. They were the cutest things. I adored them. I love me a goat. So I love these. It says, I came, I saw, I forgot what I was doing, retraced my steps, got distracted on my way back. I have no idea what's going on, and now I have to pee. Truth. All so much truth. So thank you, Nanette. Those are adorable. And then look at this beautiful card. And it just says joy, and it's from Linda. Oh, look how sparkly. And y'all know I love the word joy. It is beautiful. Beautiful sparkly card. And it says it's Brother Sister Design Studios. It's so pretty and sparkly. She wrote me the very nicest note, and then she sent me this pattern, and it's it's in the magazine. She told me which one. I know I'm a wreck around here. Cross Stitching Country Crafts, November, December 1992. And she had it blowed up for me. So she sent me, this is the beautiful Noah's Ark that's in the November, December Cross Stitching Country Crafts, which I think you have to get on the secondary market now. Cross Stitching Country Crafts, November, December 1992. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Thank you so much. Y'all know I love me a Noah, and this one is stunning. I love those. They just make me so happy. So thank you so much, Linda, for the sweet card and for the pattern. Now, I didn't do the drawings last week because Christmas. I didn't know if anybody would have time to be paying attention. So we'll pull these out here real quick. Char, I really thought I mailed this to you already. There ain't nothing wrong with me. How did I miss that? Maybe I didn't do those yet. Is flag on the hill here? Becky, yours is on the way, flag on the hill, but Char, for some reason I didn't send yours yet. Nothing wrong with me. I'll get it in the mail. It's here. So we had the, oh, and I still need to do one more of these. Okay, I'll have to go back and draw one more because I have two of these. So Holly House piece is the Virginia Stitcher, VA Stitcher, which I'm assuming stands for Virginia, but VA Stitcher. And then I need to go back and draw one more out of that because I forgot I had two, so I forgot to do two. So VA Stitcher, Virginia Stitcher, get with me on this one. Send me your address, Niecy Lynn at Yahoo. It's in the comment section. Then Lizzie Kate, Tiny Tidings. It's here, Ellen Stratton. This is so cute. I think a lot of these are available on 123 Stitch now. They said they would get them all to where you could get them all. I don't know if they're PDFs or if they're hard copying them again, but they bought Lizzie Kate's, all their designs. So cute. And then the Simple Stitches Nativity here is so cute. Simple Stitches by Casey Ogg. And it is a little nativity, and it's good enough for oats. Good enough for oats. If you'll get with me your address so I can get that to you. And then we will do today's, if I can get these set back in here so I don't try to keep my life together as much as I can, which is a huge joke. I told y'all that Judy from JDW Designs was sweet enough to send these. They are so precious. So precious. And so let's see. We'll pull out a few of these. Let's do, that's beautiful. We'll do Chin's Alphabet. The elephant, since we were talking about elephants this week. How sweet is that? And who else? The dogs. Okay. She sent us this whole beautiful stack here. And I'm just going to flash them up real quick so y'all can see them. I don't know if they were if you could see them really good. These are all still available. But I didn't do share any of them last week because it's Christmas and I didn't know who else was busy and who wasn't. And so, see, we'll flash them again. The swans are gorgeous. Look at the kitty cats. The bunnies. The seaside one has a flamingo, a seahorse, and a fish. This one I think has seagull and a shell. Yeah, a seagull and a shell. This one is the rose motif sampler. This is alphabets in the round. And then this one says it is the hobby horse. Yeah, French country hobby horse. So there are these, and then we will do the doggies in the round, the elephant, and the alphabet, the Chin's Alphabet. So if you're interested in those, oh, and then this Christmas Ornaments 3. It has all these beautiful ornaments. Maybe you can see what are in here. So all these are still available. She was sweet enough to send these. I was so shocked when she commented on my video. I like that. So use the word flower. If you're interested in the Chin's Alphabet, use the word flower. Let me know if you plant flower or don't plant flowers, whatever. Elephant, use the word elephant. And for the doggies, use the word doggies. So flower, elephant, doggies. So if you're interested in any of those shares, let me know. They are so cute. And I'll try to remember to grab, I got a little thing of tiny cheese boards at Aldi. They were like $5.99, but they were small and they look nearly like a horn book, you know, but they're round, still a little tiny cheese board. And they would be adorable with one of these on here. So let me know. Those are the shares for this week. I will jump off here. I hope y'all have a very happy, safe new year. Stay in, and remember, how you end it's how you spend it. So don't let the year end with any anger or malice or anything in your heart, because you don't want to carry that over into the next year. So get rid of it all and go into it with nothing but love. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy y'all stitching. Bye.